Okay, let's do some more work on this one. Hey, I'm not having the technical issues that I had. Oh my god, I couldn't believe that. But we're gonna kind of straighten out that camera, I think. Just see if that helps on the angle a little bit. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this, like I said, this is the telecom or Tillamook or telecom lighthouse. It's Ken Abbott is the photographer that this is based on. Let's check that out. I gotta check one. Hold on. Do a little research here. That is Tillamook. Okay. All right. That was built in 1880, so it's pretty old. It's amazing it's still sitting there. Oh, with the neglect and stuff it's gone through. I'm going to move that in just a smidgen. But I just love his the soft colors of the sunset in the background. So that's what we're doing here. Oh, okay. So I'm mixing some white and let me show you. I cleaned up the palette. Every once in a while you got to change it out. So what we've got here, there's titanium white, got Prussian blue, phthalo blue, cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, Mars yellow, a cadmium red, and got a little bit of magenta there. Okay, that's what we've got going here. Whoa, okay. It's actually shining through the what used to be the part of the lighthouse up here. I don't think it runs anymore. But you never know, they might have an automated one in there. I know nobody gets stationed out of there anymore. It's just like it's considered horrible. It's for sale too. That's what gets me. Wonder if they've had any people interested or not. Do. Boom, boom. Hear my birdies out there humming away. Boom, boom. Hey, Anthony! How are you doing tonight? So I have no technical issues today. I was happy about that. God, I couldn't believe that yesterday. It's just like it blew out everything. Teach me to forget to move the camera. Yep. That's literally what it was. I just moved it and I did it. Blending this out. Actually rained here today and last night. Actually, I had to be up early, and on my way to the light rail, I got kind of wet. Had my rain jacket on, but still the pants and stuff get kind of wet. They dried out, so as far as I know, I don't melt in in the rain. Melting. You really think about The Wizard of Oz was actually kind of a disturbing movie. Oh, I don't know if they could get away with making something with the flying monkeys and all that going on. Oh, that's one thing I forgot. I forgot to put my Van Dyke Brown. Okay, that's where it is. There we go. Oh, oh, sorry to hear that. But thank you. I mean, uh, actually, I need to kind of go through some of my groups and why am I a member of that. Yeah. Blending this out. Terrible Tilly. It's its name because it's so isolating there. After Tillamook. Okay. I'm back out here with another brush. I think. Good brush. Oh, that's probably a good brush. Yeah, a person I haven't seen in a while on here. I know Pat's has had some family emergency stuff, but it's Leighton. I'm gonna have to contact old Mr. Leighton there and say, hey, he had managed to be on the YouTube, so it's not like he can't figure that out. That's not the case. I just gotta check in on him. Gotta check in people. Yeah, seems like it comes in you know, bunches at a time. You know. Cleaning up this rock so the edges are not fuzzy. I have a tendency to kind of get sloppy with that, and you can tell too. Life throws you curveballs every once in a while. I'll tell you that one. I know. Excuse me. I know at the top of those rock is just covered with bird poop, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah. And you got sea lions on here. Those are a big creature, I tell you. That was one of my trivia questions. Besides, in Oregon waters, we've had the blue whale, which is obviously the biggest thing you can have. But the ones that actually make it to land and lay on the land is the elephant seal. And oh my God, I didn't really think it gets so big, 5,000 pounds. God, just amazing to me. Ooh. All right. This rock in here. And we're gonna have like waves crashing all over it. See if I can pull that off or not. Hey, hello! Hello, how are you doing, Diane? Greetings and salutations and all that. Yes. So how are you doing tonight? All right. Glad you can make it on tonight. Got our terrible Tilly here. It's a Tillamook lighthouse. It's on a rock, and it's kind of almost like there's even rumor that it's haunted. The whole works, you know. It's like I should have done this painting at Halloween time, you know. Okay, come back in here with Prussian blue and the other unpronounceable blue. Just gonna start working on this ocean. A little bit of white in that. Oh, couldn't help myself. Sorry. Kind of rough seas when this photograph was taken. It's almost always rough through that area too. Oh, the deep Pacific meets Oregon. No idea. There's all just swirling waters around here, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to be a challenge and a half. Get that. So it looks like the frothy ocean, you know. We'll work on it. We'll get it there. Probably should be looking to see if you guys can see my big fat butt probably in the way. Yeah. Kind of looks like a submarine, doesn't it? That's rock. Okay, coming back down here. Not quite like Bob Ross with his 2-inch brush, you know. Hey, Mavis! Yeah, that's the key. Is that, like they said, this will pass. Always does. How are you doing, Mavis? Greetings and everything. See, I might get a bigger brush out here. This might work. We'll see. Just might. Oh, that's why it's warming. I don't have the fan on. It was rain today, but it got humid here. For us, it was humid. Nothing like what you get there in New York, you know. But yeah. Whoa! Wow, ocean in place here. Pat would say, scrub, scrub, scrub. This is what I call the scrubbing technique. Oh, yeah. Well, we've had such a weird year, and you know, like I said, last year at this time, I had gorgeous dahlias all starting to bloom. This year, so they're there, they're growing, but yeah, and this year was a challenge for most plants. And our blueberries are ripening, and they're big and plump. We have 3 blueberry bushes in our yard, and it's a challenge. It's a race with the darn birds. I even put a fake owl to overlook the blueberries, but they seem to not have bought it. That's fake. Ba-dee-dum, ba-dum. Da-dee-dum-dum. Oh yeah, I think it had. Well, heck, our last. Let's just face it. The last 3 years have been kind of hard on all of us. I even would recommend to some young people. Perhaps you should go into psychology and focus in on PTSD. You'll have an endless client base. Oh God. I think we've all heard some horror stories that normally you wouldn't be getting. It's like, key is just be patient, listen, and be there and follow her there. We all need one another. Excuse me, goodness. Okay, we're getting this in here now. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Scrub your booty. Scrub your booty. Oh, yeah. I think I got something there. KC and the Sunshine Band. You can probably hear it, can't you? Just like, we got to do this. Cover in this areas here, and then we'll start putting that froth in there. I'm just going to kind of do this a little bit. Okay, doke. And I think what I want to do is actually use my handy dandy fan brush. That's the handy dandy fan brush. Mm-hmm. Waves crawling up there over the back of this thing. Back in here, put that back in here, and I'm going to come back in with another brush. Mix that with a little bit of brown and blue. Okay. Oh, I know. Well, I think the assignment was like 1 month, and that's about all the person could take. Oh, and darn well that thing was not waterproof, so it was leaky and drafty and humid, and probably smelled. It's amazing the thing is up for sale. I wonder if they've had any takers or anything on it. I can't imagine somebody wanting the darn thing. Because it'd be one thing if it had like a great, it was out there by itself, but you could get there easily with like helicopters. Said even a helicopter has a problem getting to it because they said one, you have to shoo off the sea lions, and then it's just like, God, it's not an easy not an easy place to go. And I think it was for a while there was a mortuary on top of it, so one can imagine. I've been on the coast when there was a storm, and I'll tell you what, that's amazing to see the power of those waves. Absolutely shocking. They take huge pieces of driftwood and literally pick it up and throw it against the cliff. It's just amazing. You're just like, whoa. That's why they have all these signs, logs kill, don't be on the beach when those waves are coming in. No idea what song's going through my head right now. None. Okay. Step back. Kind of looks like it should be a nuclear sub coming up, but have a lighthouse on top of it. Oh, I know. God, it's fascinating to watch it. I think everybody should go through at least one storm on the ocean, and it's just eye opening. It's just like, wow. I know they had one wave crash into a rock. Forget what point that was, and I think it was the largest recorded wave in history. It was over 100 feet tall. And it's like, Yeah, you get nailed by that thing. You're not going to be around. I'm gonna look at one thing here real close. Here's my squeaky chair. Squeak. Oh, okay. I see what that is. And that's just swirling water. Okay. It almost looks like it should be a castle, but it's not. It's a lighthouse. A little bright. Actually, part of a building there. He's probably shore up the cliffs and stuff. But there we go. I'll tone that down a little bit later because I want. And there's a bunch of sea lions here, and I right down to the base there. But we'll concentrate on this first. Gotta tone that down even more. Yeah, they didn't get there by somebody with a crane. That is for sure. Start working on this some more. The real trick to this one is going to be it's the ocean, the waves, and also the soft, calming atmosphere. That's why you got this rough seas, but you have this wonderful pastel atmosphere of the clouds. Dum. We should have like a Wagner playing. Where's Merrick when we need him? All these swirling, frothy waves. There's probably rocks just right underneath that. I'm kind of guessing that's why they're just whipping around there. Crashing up against these rocks. Whoosh, whoosh. God, I can imagine it's probably almost deafening at night. It's probably actually hard to sleep there because of the waves just crashing in. Starting to get there. See the water coming back down into the ocean there, the mighty Pacific. I love oceans. I have so overdue to get out there on the coast. I need to go visit Donna out there. She actually went to a couple of my art openings. So I got to meet Donna. Donna and her just adorable daughter. It was just like, coming in here, adding more blue to that. I'm going to just have a smidgen of magenta, just a smidgen of it. A little more white than that. Put a little bit bigger brush now. Actually, this brush will probably be better. And this is what I call a brush that's probably better. Like a bunch of kids playing out in the yard. I remember those days. Parents send you out and make you run off all that energy. Now, when you get older, you don't have that energy. I need to conserve it. That's why I'm always amazed when you see footage of there's I think on the East Coast there's this one famous lighthouse that there's pictures of it where the wave engulfs it, and it's how in the heck does that structure survive that? And it's like getting to be pretty old of structure, and I'm just always fascinated by that. How did they build that thing so it could be that strong? And you think about a lighthouse, it's exposed to salt water, salt air, and that's corrosive. So, if you live on the ocean, you have to paint your house quite a bit, a few times, because of the salt air. If you have a car out there, you got to clean that thing quite a bit because they'll take the paint right off over a period of time. A lot more rusting on the ocean. Excuse me. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Guys, sorry. Go. Now we're going to come in here with the ocean. Start, because we kind of got the sun generally in this area here. So we're going to want to get that ocean so it kind of glares a little bit. How we're going to do it? I'm going to take a little bit of, well, no, I'm looking at his photograph. Nope, I'm not taking an artistic license. Actually, that's how it is in the photograph too. So that's great. Work on this area too. Oh, a little bit of white and a little bit of yellow ochre. A little more white than that. Mix it in there. No idea. No idea what that song is. Okay. On that, blending that out. Just little short strokes here. Come back in here with blue and stuff. Back. Like I always said, back off from your painting and look at it. And that's when you could really spot things. Hey, there's Marek. Yeah, I'm not having the technical problems last night. Coming in here with an angle brush. That's an angle brush. What I really like about these is how thin you can do it, and you can really draw a good line, or a crisp line with it. I really like that. I'm not smack right in the way here. Whoa! Yeah. Doing pretty good on time. You never know. I want to make sure I get these waves right, and I need some more work on the sky too. Oh, there goes somebody on their motorcycle. Okay, let's go back in here with I think that brush good. Just thinking here, maybe a little bit different brush. Yeah, that'd probably work. Talking to myself, full conversation. A little bit of red, a little more red. A little bit of Mars yellow, and then that yellow. I'm going to have a lot of white mixed in with that. I might actually. No. Probably a little too bright. Might actually add a little bit of brown. There we go. Just looking at the soft colors he has, it's very soft. And they're not puffy clouds, they're more just low-lying clouds out there. A lot of scrubbing today. Coming in back here with some more yellow, a little more white, a little more yellow. Kind of blend that in with this. side here. Off here. Back on the other side over here. A little more brown to that, just a little bit. Might even end up adding a little bit of blue. Gotta tone that down just a little bit. Add just a smidgen of magenta and a little bit of blue. There we go. Blending that out. That's a little too much magenta for me. Tone that down. A little more white. There we go. It's amazing when you just add just a little bit of this and a little bit of that, before you know it, you got something. Oh, oh dear. Wonder if I have the sound turned up way too much. I always told you, I think in a former life I was an air raid siren or a tsunami warning system, one of the two. And a little bit of that, a little bit of this. A little more of that, more blue and white. Until it's dry now. I got a fan going because it's a little bit warm in here. And when you got a fan going, guess what? It tends to dry out the acrylic paint pretty quickly. So one flaw of acrylic paint, especially for some people, it dries too fast. But you can always mist it with your mister or whatever. You don't have to add things to it. I always say just use water. I know the art stores don't like me saying that, but oh well. There we go. Now the sky's coming in right. Okay, step back. I was up at 3:50 this morning. Yeah. I'm gonna have to be up on Tuesday next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. So, yeah, I don't know. There we go. Now we're getting there. I don't know. I think we might be getting darn close to being done if I kind of hunker down here and do it. Let me step back here. hear my floor squeak. Okay, stepping back. I'm going to look at one thing. I know it does. And it's yeah. It's like a submarine rock, but they put this big lighthouse on top of it. I just need to correct one thing here. Needs to come up like that. Perspective in mind. Well, let me look at that real quick. There's a bunch of sea lions out here, but I think that might actually take away from it if I try to put them in. Kind of hard because they're so small in the picture. Yeah, I think we're just gonna not gonna worry about that. I know it looks like a submarine, doesn't it? Yeah, it's kind of cool. Mixing a blue and brown here. Let's get this line crisp. It does. It looks like a submarine. Buddy. Submarine with a big lighthouse on top of it. Yeah. Okay. Step back here. I think we might just have it. It does. It looks like a submarine. Not there. We just step back for a second and yeah. I think so. I think we're going to call it. Terrible Tilly. Photographed by Ken Abbott. A little more here. Just a second here. Need to just a little bit of spruce up here. I'm going to call it. Waves are crashing up against this thing. It does. It looks like a submarine, but that's the rock. Big rock they put it on. Okay, I think I'm going to call it. Hey. Terrible telly. Well, let me sign this thing and we're going to call it good. Like crap. Gotta have that sound effect. And the famous thumbprint. Whoa! There we go. Terrible Tilly, or the Tillamook White House. Photographed by Ken Abbott. And thank you for letting me use that photograph. Okay. You take care. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, I can only imagine being stuck on that thing. Oh, horrible. All right. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back on tomorrow at 8 with I don't know if they're going to be Empire or another painting, but it might probably be Empire. So take care. This one, it's 30 by 40. And it's horizontal. All right. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Thank you to all those health care workers that have kept things going for us. Thank you so much. And all those people that kept the economy going. And there we go. Terrible Tilly. All right. Bye-bye.